Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Dr. Eve here. Hope all is well. It's a good day to be among the land of the living. Welcome to my channel, where we talk about all things well being, building a sustainable home economy from the soil up, y'all. So, just as my title says, what happens to hostas when they are placed in the wrong microclimate? Y'all, the heat, winter, summer has been summering around this here parts. You hear me? And we're having to make daily shifts in the garden, daily shifts in, the retreat space every single day. I'm taking on no more than I can handle right now because of this intense heat. But y'all know God don't play about me, and He gonna make a way one way or another. I can say this much: I've got productivity going on in the garden. I have about eight really nice size, looks like butternut squash. I really doesn't look like, it's not crookneck. Looks like butternut squash. They're really big bottoms and thin frames. I don't know how long to actually even leave them on the vine. They're green and white. So just a little update before I talk to you all about this microclimate that these hostas are in, because when you put them in the wrong place, baby, I'm gonna show you what's going to happen to them. So, aside from that, we do have quite a few watermelons that are doing well. That was a project in itself, just trying to unravel, watermelons that were growing so close together, and you really couldn't separate them. So you either just keep them going or cut them back, one or the other. I was able to, bring in some of the grapes, which, I didn't want to leave them out there because, y'all, this heat ain't joking. This heat will make a raisin out of them. The heat will make a raisin out of them. My green beans are doing really, really well in their new beanstalk, I'm calling it, because that's all that's in there is beans, bean stalk. It's a normal, just regular old Walmart stalk. Yes, in the closet. There should be three of them in there. Um, yeah, and so that's what we got, everyone. That's what we have going on. What else is, the orchard is doing beautifully. I'll give y'all a tour soon. But there's just a lot of work we have to do in the garden before I can give you a tour. We had to pull the potato bags, didn't get many potatoes. I had to rip out the corn because they were just burnt to a crisp. What else? I had to take down cucumbers, but I'm planting more. Just like I lost the beans, I planted more beans and they're doing really well right here under the shelter. So I'm finding that, okay, if it's not working out there in that parched heat, it's still warm enough to grow them. So we can grow them right here underneath this shelter so that they're not getting parched like everything else. As a matter of fact, I put a cover around them and everything. Let's see what else is happening. Apple trees are doing beautiful since I took them out of the heat because they were so young and that intense heat was burning them to a crisp. But now they have several leaves. I have managed to salvage one, two, three, four, five, six, seven of them. And I had maybe 12, if not more, of them. My Mediterranean bed is doing just fine, growing in. Parsley didn't make it. My sage did well. My oregano bounced back from trauma from plant retransplanting. Um, but the parsley did not. But it's growing back. So what I transplanted, I should have cut it off and just took it indoors because it was such beautiful parsley, but instead I tried to see if it would survive. It did not, but the parsley is new growth. New growth is happening, so I'm really excited about that. What else can I bring you up to date on? The banana has not showed a flower yet, so I don't know. We'll see. I'm hoping to get some. The tomatoes are so many blooms on the tomatoes, but I do not see many tomatoes appearing. I tell you, my dwarf is doing better than those than the big tomato plants out there, the beefsteaks. Again, the dwarf is doing better than the beefsteaks, but I have a lot of beefsteaks out there, so I'm hoping that they will come around, soon. It took a while for them to start to grow because they were young, so we've transplanted. So I'm watching them really carefully because, you know, uh, the butterfly been out here, and they be dropping a hornworm somewhere to devastate your plants. Something must have bit me and I wasn't paying attention because it was a real good itch. Anyway, let's talk about what happens to a hosta when you have it in the wrong microclimate. So I planted hostas last year. Last year they were looking good, but baby, this heat, when they came back this year, they did okay, but they struggling so bad it's ridiculous. I don't know whether to pull them or what. And I have so many varieties of variegated plants here in this particular section, and I'm going to show you what's been happening to them because I'm getting ready to cut them back. So this is the hosta. It looks absolutely terrible. The new growth is coming in, so I might either pull them up and put them somewhere else, or just, I don't know, really really trying to decide. But what I am trying to do is put in a taller plant because I really want this area to have some height. I really want it to have some height and some beauty. And so I found a plant that I'm liking, and that's this one. It's called, this plant is, let me see if I can find the tag. Okay, it's falling. Hold on. Let's see if this is the tag. Nope, that's the. Okay, so the one that is struggling right now, it says part shade to. Okay, well, okay, it's definitely in the wrong place. So, y'all, look at that. It said right there on them directions, gold standard hostia, part shade to full shade. So it's definitely in the wrong place because this gets so much sun out here. So we're going to go ahead and pull these up. And what I'm going to put in this place are these beauties right here. This is oh God, I did not know that. See what happens when you don't read the directions? That happens when you don't read the directions. So the plant that I have now, I've got, oh, this pink mully grass looks good too, but we're not putting that here. We're going to put that somewhere else. I am really liking the grasses. And this one right here is called, I'm trying to see the name of it. Where's the name? Okay, so let's walk a bit. So the name of it is purple fountain grass. Let's walk back. Purple fountain grass. So the plant we're looking at replacing that hosta with is this purple fountain grass. Now I want you to see what it says. Full sun. Full. Cold hardy, 30 to 20 degrees. Non-hardy in zones 1 through 8. But here's the thing. I already have one of these out in the main garden. outside my fence area, and it turns yellow, but it comes back and it turns green. So we're not going to worry about uh, the fact that it says non-hardy to zones 1 through 8, because we are 8B, which is subtropical. So it does well here. Average mature size is 4 to 5 feet height and 4 to 5 feet wide. So I think where we have the hostas right now, um, is where we're gonna put these, because these are purple fountain grass, and we're gonna put them in that spot. They get full sun. They get a nice height, which is what we want, a nice height to that, and we want some beauty. So the beauty is in these little beauties right here, these spike leaves. And of course, down below it, we can put some other flowers. So we can also shape the fountain grass to, you can cut it back. You can come in and, if you want to be strategic and you want to really be doing some landscaping, you can even come in and cut the grass back, because cut it up so that it has nice airflow. Because I did that to my hedges, and my hedges look like trees now. So it's really all about being artistic, with your shrubs as well, and your grasses, if you want it to be, you know. So we know that we got to pull out them hostas, or they're not looking good. So we're going to wait until later this evening, and we are going to pull those hostas out of there. And I have another place over here in the corner where I am putting in a shade where they will look beautiful in the shade. And so this is a shade bed. We're going to put them over here in this shade bed, and I will, because I've already started putting some in there. I put these in there. They do well in the shade. So we're going to just fill this whole area up with hostas. I think that'll be pretty. It's actually behind the gate, but the gate's always closed because I don't want nobody knowing I'm back here. So it's always closed. Trying to give life back to this native plant that almost died, and these echinacea, which were having a hard time. They were also out in the sun, and look at them. They like to die out there. Now I thought echinacea like sun, but baby, these are saying no way. And they are so pretty. I mean, well, they were so pretty. But I am betting. I am betting on these echinacea. I am betting on them to come back and do well. I'm gonna put some more dirt around them. I had to pull up the cloth a little bit. So I'm gonna put some more dirt around this area. Once I put those hostas back in, I'm gonna put some more dirt down in this area and bring that area back to life. And this is the area, y'all, where where the lemongrass is, right in front of the coop, or on the corridor where the coop is. I went out and got some more soil, just to have more soil. And we are going to also be replanting some cucumbers, because my cucumbers did not do well. And we are going to plant them over here. Why? Because I need to see if they can grow over here with less sun, because them ones out there on the yard, baby, whew, them ones out there on the yard, in the bag and in the ground, neither one of them did well. They were both something wrong. Something was wrong with both of them. So later on, I shouldn't even put them out there, because the heat then got to them and they were nice and moist. I shouldn't even put them out here. But I wanted to place them so that I could begin seeing what they would look like, because we do have a lot of green things here that come back. So these all come back, the elephant ears, but we about to move these hostas and the monkey grass that comes back. The elephant ears, they come back. Um, and we're gonna put this grass, this fountain grass, in between, which is where the hostas are. And that way, we still have a, we'll still have a, you know, angle, like alternate, so that, you know, things can still flourish. Because those elephant ears are bound to get really big next year. They always do. And they always come back in huge amounts. The big thing is I want green things to be, I don't want to have to keep putting things over here. I want things that come back, but we already know that hostas was in the wrong climate, so we have to move them out. And this is what it looks like when you have um, elephant ears. They just doing their thing, and this is the elephant ears. Even though, you know, those ones that are over there, over here in this little part, I took them from over here, y'all, but I had to replant them. I put some hostas here, but the reason why I did is because they're under this tree, which is an olive tree, which I expect to be heavy, you know, fulfill branches, a lot of branches in there, and that it will just be at the base of the plant. So I'm gonna put some little daylilies in these pots right here so that we have some more color. And this daylily comes back every year. It is a perennial. And we'll put something around it. I don't know what yet, but we're just going to start filling it in so that I did get these impatiens, but or vincas, but these are annuals, so they don't come back, but they do like full sun. And I might put one in each one of these by the daylily, knowing that these will die back and, you know, be no more. So that's what we got cut out for us today. And I also wanted to show y'all the color of the barn. It did not, I put a blue up there, but I don't like the blue. I don't like the color that it is because it's too light. It is too light. So this is the color. And I think it's too light, especially against this, right? It's too light against this. So I wanted some consistency, and this isn't the right color. All right. So we are going to be, I'm looking for a deeper blue. And yeah, so that's an update. That's what I have today. I am cooking my husband some lima beans. He said he wanted some beans. So we are cooking that. That's on for dinner. I'm going to stay cool and go inside and do some plant study so I can come back and bring y'all some good information on some of these plants that I'm planting and their profiles. And the reason why that's so important is because if we don't study the plants, then we will do just like I did. We will put that plant in that daggone sun, and that microclimate says shade. The thing says shade. It said part shade to shade, and this thing it gets more sun than a little bit over here. Even though this time of day is kind of quiet shade wise, but baby, most of the day that thing is getting some sun, right? So we need to make sure that we are. Whew, I took out all the dirt, soil from all of these bags so I can amend it. I'm going to put this soil back in here. I'm going to amend the soil that was in the bags. I don't know what I'm going to put in there, but prepare them for the fall, I guess, because we have to prepare for fall. When things aren't going well, you have to snatch them up, snatch them out, baby, when they spent. When they spent like that, snatch them out because you are wasting your time and your water. But my tomatoes got a lot of blooms. I'm just wondering where the tomatoes at. How you have all these blooms? Where the tomatoes? Come on, let's talk to the tomato plant. Come on, baby, you got this. Come on, baby. We got bees here, y'all. Maybe I need to put some flowers over here or something, so they'll see these flowers. So they'll see these tomato plants. Got to keep a watch on them too, because baby, these daggone hornworms come through here. What's that? That's a spider. Oh, what kind of bug is that? Let me take the whole leaf off. I don't know what kind of bug you are, but you gotta go. In here eating up everything. These spider mites too, they will trap your plant up, and I'm telling you, it's been a time out here. It has been a time out here in this here garden. I'm getting a lot of peppers. I'm telling you, my best um, planting has been peppers, um, tomatoes. They've done well, but um, what you call this? My basil is beautiful. When I tell you my basil is beautiful, look at this. I said this was not going to be no. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Y'all see that cucumber right there? It needs to be pulled completely. It's in a bag, wasting energy, wasting space. But look at this, y'all. Look at these. Look at this basil. It is absolutely beautiful. I'm trying to make sure it doesn't flower. I want it to just keep getting nice and round, baby, so we can get that good pesto. Because I have a lot of basil plants. You hear me? I have a lot of basil. Let's see. So these tomatoes I just put in, they're doing really good. I put some outside the bed to see how they would do with the ones that are in the bed. And those are the older ones. They have not bloomed yet. These are stair steppers. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see how they do. But we're not touring today. I just wanted to show you a few things and talk to you about a few things we're about to do differently in the garden. Because why? Because we are not wasting time on stuff that ain't growing. I'll tell you one thing that is my foliage that's pretty, and that is my strawberries are looking good. You just don't have any. Oh, we getting some flower. We getting some fruit, but the ants get to them before we do. How do we fix that? And we got a lot of burnt up leaves. Woo, Jesus. These plants, I mean, burnt up. Maybe that one just died altogether. Wow. That's not unless it's something under the ground, just pulling it, snatching it from under the ground, which that could definitely be possible. Y'all know them moles, them voles. Them voles will do a job on your food. But we do what we gotta do, right? I'm just talking to this screen today. I don't think that squash is gonna last much longer. Oh shoot, what's wrong with that? That looks like it's got a strange shape. Look at this thing. Oh, I guess that's the way it's supposed to be. It's turning yellow now, so I think this is butternut. I think this is definitely butternut squash. See? I think that's definitely butternut squash. They're starting to turn yellow now. So we have about 8 of those. I don't think this plant though is actually going to last much longer. Something bit me, y'all. It's an ant. Had to be an ant because it itches really bad. Um, so I put some Clorox on it. Whew, it's hot. Let me get out of this heat. I was coming over here to check on my watermelon, to see how they're growing. See if we have any new ones. Some of them did not make it. Um, yeah, some of them just did not make it. Mm, yeah, hopefully some of them will bounce back, but a couple did. So what I did was I set them up on some the straw, so that they could have a place to grow. Um, but a few of them have popped out and they're doing good amongst the oregano. And I think there's a few more inside of here, inside this little bed, but I don't know where they are. So we'll just wait and see what happens. If one grows, I'm gonna move stuff around just to see uh, what happens. Here's one right here. Not sure if it's gonna make it, but it's right there. Oh, there's one neck there. Don't know. We'll see. It's just laying up there. It looks like it was fertilized though. Um, and here's one. I saw a smaller one over there somewhere. Oh, here's one right here. I don't know if it's gonna make it, but we'll see. Let them keep pushing, and we'll see what happens. But I'm trying to just really just wanted to set them up for success, you know. I filtered out my raspberry bed because, hey, baby, another sniper was, oh yeah, they looking good. I cut these babies back. I cut these things back and they looking good. Now the raspberries are coming in. They needed to stand up. They needed air. Look at them grapes, y'all. I still got all them grapes. Look. There's still a bunch of grapes up there. Yep. So anyway, y'all, this ended up being a tour anyway. Looks like the blueberries are getting ready to start coming in. I think that's blueberry. I'm not sure what. I hope it ain't a weed. I hope it's not, but it could be. It could be a weed. I don't know. But it looks like it's growing some sort of flower on it. Right here. You see that? I thought it was raspberries, but it's not. And I hope it's not a weed. But this daggone thing about to strangle it. Anyway, the sun is coming back out. Let me go back to my shaded area because it's too hot for the girl. Yeah, it's too hot out here. We come out and do some work later on. But not now. It is too hot. Let me go let me go head to my house. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. see y'all on the next one. Bye for now.